Yeah, I have a food fetish. How about that? A food fetish. Ooey gooey sticky stuff. Ooey gooey messy. A messy fetish, more like. Not sticky like honey. Well, it could be sticky, but it depends. Like, you know, when I was younger, it attracted me to look at Mouth Babes. So it was a website. Used to be free. Chicks with their mouth open with food in their mouth. Then they had dental implants or braces and dental stuff in their mouth for people that were into that kind of fetish to turn them on. But it's called Mouth Babes, and they had their really attractive females had their mouth open with various random food in their mouth, and I found that to be really attractive and sexy. But it was really hot to me. But I have a food fetish, and I also want to say about my fart fetish. It depends on the person doing it and what their diet is. Of course, most of it has to do with their looks, specific physical features in their looks, such as freckles or moles, and unique features and physical things they have on their body for females. And of course, I only am turned on by girls, but that has a lot to do with heredity, lifestyle, diet. But all in all, in my opinion, I've never experienced it, but I I believe a female's fart would smell better than a man's fart because females are a lot more prettier, and guys are meant to like girls. Guys are put here to get married with the opposite sex, with females, and have kids. That's the purpose of a man's existence, is to work and have a family and have a wife and have a lover. But I never got that. The only thing I ever got was work. Work, work, work. Too much Johnny. Too much work and play makes Johnny a dull boy. That's why I got the small liquor here, because life for me sucks. Flat out, it sucks. Literally sucks because I have like no female friends. But you know what? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put this out there just because I feel like it. Speaking of food fetish, this is one of my food fetish things because it's healthy and it's bullshit and it's for vegans and sexy vegans. If you're watching this, I'm gonna maybe do food play with this in the future. This comes from naturally California, typically California or Oregon. Everything healthy is out west. It seems like west of Oklahoma or some shit like that. I ain't gonna change the title. It's what you see is what you get. I'm wearing my Critters shirt. I call this my Critters shirt. I almost was called Flintstones because I'm a Flintstone fan. I appreciate and like old cartoons. But yeah, I hope that cleared up my fart fetish. I have fantasy about, the idea of smelling a girl's rear end turns me on. Like you see those beautiful shapes. You're like beautiful rear ends of females. Are like, wow, that's pretty. That's a nice shape. That's a nice curve. Well, don't fool or kid yourself that probably the fragrance and the aroma is not bad either. What looks good usually smells good. Think about it. Moving forward. Um, Enough with the depressing shit, because I'm still vertical. I'm still above the dirt and breathing. But God put me here for a reason. If there is a God, I don't know. If there is, if there isn't, who knows? Who really knows? But the title says what I'm holding right here: turkey stick with a Colt 45. I got the burps. Shit. And my liver hurts from last night. I almost ended up drinking that whole damn pint of Jack until I had this left. I couldn't finish it last night, but I ain't gonna mess with it. Stinks. I don't know. It's been left open. It's been left there since last night. Probably tastes flat and nasty. I changed the light bulb. The light bulb went out. My liver, my whole right side. A lot of my organs do hurt. I'm gonna fret. ain't gonna flex. It hurts. You know, there's nothing to be clutch about. You know, I'm not really happy. I'm kind of pissed off. Usually I am. Of course I'm not, because I have ramen noodles. This is, makes you happy. I think that's a fake laugh, fake smile. See, I'm a fakester. See, a lot of people, I'm a good actor. You know, I ain't gonna tell you guys that a recorded phone call, that was an act. You know, and who knows? How do you know it was me, really? You didn't witness or view me. You just heard me. Your ears don't believe everything you hear, first of all. Second of all, you guys weren't there, and you're accusing me of something that coulda, woulda, shoulda, never, or occurred, but in your own teeny minds thinks that happened, but doesn't really know the realm and the reasoning behind it. And even if it occurred, how do you know it's true? You can prove it. You can't prove it. You guys know what I'm talking about. It cost me a lot of hate on Facebook, and a lot of people ignoring me and not giving me thumbs up, and this is why I get a lot of thumbs downs all the time. And people all across the board just, you know, detest me, and, you know, truly, really hate me on many different levels. But well, specifically that one reason. But how do you know what you hear is really the truth? Can you prove it? Like math, can you prove what you're jumping to conclusions, and how you're, you know, you're basing your opinions just on the surface, just on your own selfish, quick thought process? That's not fair. Just because your thought process is processing in a certain way doesn't make it fair, doesn't make it true or real or the truth. Just because you are prejudging me and judging me on a certain basis doesn't mean that that's true. You know, people are just like jumping to conclusions and thinking, oh, he's this kind of person, but in reality I'm not. So don't, you know, be careful how you judge other people. You know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm telling you guys, be careful how you judge and how you conceive or perceive other people on this planet. You know, be careful about that. You know, because just because you think a certain way doesn't really mean that's the case. By and large, you know, that's really the damn good old truth right there. Tell you what, you know, I don't know how else other to put it. You know, I speak plain English. You guys are hearing me. You guys know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna be a jerk about it, or a dickhead, but I'm just keeping it real, people. I'm about to break this out. Just fucking one more video, guys.